What's going on, guys? It's Cale from Bowling Insiders with Cale and Tim. And today we have a very special video for you guys. Today is going to be the first of our bowling ball reviews for this channel. This is one of the first ideas brought up for this channel and why this channel actually got created. So this is going to be super exciting to start off with me. Today, what we have for you guys is the Neutron PhysiX. This is an international release by Storm. I actually got this ball from a guy from Japan. Super easy to work with. I came in before this whole coronavirus thing, so hopefully this ball does not have the coronavirus. Otherwise, But I've had this ball for a few months now. I really love the shape of this ball. I'm going to go more in depth with this video. The shots you see in this video I actually took when I first got the ball. I think I bowled maybe one turn with it, but all I did was just resurface it and threw some shots with it at Rusch's bowl. Also, another cool thing that I'm going to do today, I also have my Astrophysics and the PhysiX as well, so we're going to kind of compare these two and see how they compare to the Neutron. Before I show you some shots though, I just want to kind of compare like the numbers. If you guys are really technical, I just want to compare the numbers. So all these are actually drilled the same. I did this on purpose just because this is one of my favorite layouts of all time. It's, for those that are wondering, it's 55 by 3.75 by 25, which puts the pin above the ring finger with just a smidge to the right. The Neutron is 2000 grit Avalon, the normal PhysiX is 3000 grit Avalon, and the Astrophysics is 1500 grit polish. They're all high flare potential, and they also have the same core as well, which is the PhysiX core, which that thing is a babe, let me tell you. But all the cover stocks are a little bit different, which all gives that kind of different shape down lane. Let's start off with the Neutron. The Neutron has a solid NRG, which are shown in balls such as the Marvel S and the IQ Tour Nano, which are both pretty older balls, but very popular when they're at their time. Next, we'll go to the PhysiX. This is a hybrid reactive NRG. This is in balls that are currently the All-Road and as well as the Supersonic. And finally, the good old Astrophysics. This is the R2S Pearl, which is very known for the High Road Pearl, which is a very popular ball throughout the years for Storm, as well as the IQ Emerald, which both actually got released on the same day, and they both have the same core, which is pretty cool and coincidental. For those also running, they both have the same RG and differential, with the RG being 2.48 and the differential being 0.053. They're all asymmetrics, and they're all just great balls. I'm going to be a little biased here. I have another PhysiX drilled, which is right over there, and I completely just love the PhysiX. And when the Astro came out, I would have been a fool to say no to get it. So I got that, drilled the same as those two PhysiX, and I just completely love the shape. And when I realized they had a Neutron PhysiX, I was very curious because it's a solid energy and not a hybrid. So I was like, okay, this could actually, I can make a small arsenal out of this. I could do something with this if I can get my hands on one. Luckily I did, which is awesome. There is one more PhysiX out there if you guys are wondering. It's called the PhysiX M. I have no idea how to get this. If any of you guys have a PhysiX M or know of a way to get a PhysiX M, please message me. I would love that ball, and I would love to do another ball review on that. I just love the PhysiX line, and you know, they're all just great balls all around. But with that being said, enough of me talking. I'm going to show you guys some shots, and we'll talk about it after.
Let's get rich and give everybody nice sweaters and teach them how to dance. Let's get rich and build a house on a mountain, making everybody look like ants. From way up there, you and I, you and I.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's get rich and give everybody nice sweaters and teach them
Snake, good. I try to tell him both. I try to tell him both. Let's get it. I got you on what? Yes. One time. My homie selling chronic when my partner's pushing property. My DJ making him sandwiches so that he can rock with me. Mom grading overtime, underappreciated. Damn, I feel the pain. Know that it's under alleviated. Feel like I'm under a microscope. Dopify my particles. So you'll see me pop up in little critical articles talking about who's the next to the best of beaming with that potential. Y'all pretending to like me is boosting my credentials. Had introductions with fancy, I've been acquainted with lavish and learned that wanting is haunted. We used to know you don't have it. I want bucks like in Tampa, never lower my standards. That's why I still got my eye on this little thing from Atlanta. I'm getting better, baby, nothing is new. And if you tell me that you fuck with me, I fuck with you too. I got the goods for you haters, I just stick to the roots. And when the mountains blow, load a silver bullet and shoot. I'm like,
let's get rich and buy our parents' homes inside the fence. Let's get rich and give everybody nice sweaters and teach them how to dance. Let's get rich and build a house on a mountain, making everybody look like ants. From way up there, you and I, you and I.
round two, man. Scotty always keep your head up, know the universe is rooting for us. It's all the days we fed up that'll never let us let up. Working graveyard shifts to reach the top of the totem. Swallow emotion like I'm drowning the ocean. I'm autographing my initials like the MVP. Let's make a show of my reality on MTV. Until the death I'm repping local in the DMV. The kid connected from the Apple to the SEC. So many tens I see, my brother swanking me, just doing our thing. Now him and D-Rock earned a scholarship and got that ring. We elevate and we too fly for y'all to chop our wings. The celebration's overdue, bottle pop like kings. I'm fighting lazy, killing 16s with gratitude. Never liked authority and always copped an attitude. Never up for settling, but always up for rum and coke. And still regret it every single time a bum of smoke.
Let's get rich and buy our parents' homes in the south of France. Let's get rich and give everybody nice sweaters and teach them how to dance. Let's get rich and build a house on a mountain, making everybody look like ants. From way up there, you and I, you and I. Let's get rich and buy our parents' homes.
Alright, so the videos are done being shown, and let's first talk about the Neutron and kind of compare the other two and how they kind of differ from each other. One thing that I noticed from this ball, whether it's on that modified condition that I've thrown on in the video or just on a normal house shot, is it's weirdly controllable. Whenever I drill up a solid, some solids I've drilled up in the past, such as a Crux Prime or even a Jackal Ghost for Motive, is that they tend to be flippy down lane, but it loses all of its energy when it hits the pin. And a Crux Prime, which is a good comparison, as it's another popular storm ball, which is a solid. When I hit the friction, it came back to the head pin, but it was a little lazy, and I was afraid I was going to leave a flat 10 or it was going to be a strike. With this ball, when I get to the friction, as seen in the video, it kind of blends out and makes that controllable motion down lane, and it's really not wasting enough energy, and it still goes through the pins. What's so good about it, if it's dry on the outside, such as a typical house shot, is that it's going to come back from there, but it's not going to be as sharp as a Crux Prime. It's going to make that controllable motion down lane, and it's going to be it's very smooth, and that's what I like about the whole PhysiX items. They're all very smooth, but this one's very controllable, and that's what I like about the solid. So when I go into a college tournament or just a regular tournament, and before tournaments, I always hit this ball or a different solid that I have with its original surface. So this I either hit with 2,000 or 1,500, sometimes 1,000, and what I like about it is that although I'm hitting with a lot of surface typically, I still know that it's not going to be jumping down lane and wasting all its energy. I know that it's going to be a ball that's going to be very controllable down lane, and which is something that you just like to see in any ball, but especially when it's a solid like this. Now we're going to briefly talk about the PhysiX that started my love for all these PhysiXs. The original PhysiX. This ball seen in the video, I played almost kind of like a straighter, tighter angle line, and it just made that smooth, just nice and straight reaction that I always love to see. This ball is probably up there for my favorite balls of all time, and it's by far my all-time favorite benchmark ball of all time. And the reason why this ball is so popular with a lot of bowlers these days is that it is super controllable, and you could throw it on basically almost everything. I always feel confident throwing this ball. If you see me at a tournament, and you know I'll probably be starting with this ball on the practice pair. It's a great benchmark ball, and it's something that I always just feel comfortable with it. Like even on Storm's website, the last sentence says, "The PhysiX almost feels like cheating." And that's why I kind of feel like almost throwing this ball. I have, on a typical house shot, when it gets to the friction, I know that although I missed, it's still going to come back super controllably and most likely hit the pocket super well. There's not much more to say about the PhysiX, as I'm doing a ball review on the Neutron PhysiX, but how this really compares is that the Neutron's obviously a solid and this is a hybrid, so the Neutron's going to read just a bit earlier, and this is going to read more down lane. If this ball isn't coming up the hill, then typically what I would go to is my Neutron. I know a lot of friends of mine that personally just love this ball as much as I do, and honestly, if they ever discontinue this ball with Storm, please don't continue this ball. I love this ball so much. But if they ever discontinue this ball, I'm for sure buying at least two and throwing them back in that corner over there and storing them from there, because this is my favorite house shot ball right now. And it's just all around just a great ball for me and how I throw it. And now finally, last but not least, the Astrophysics. I'm not going to go too in-depth with this ball. I'm doing the Neutron because it's international. This and the PhysiX, the most I see out of all the PhysiX lines is actually this. This is the only PhysiX ball that does not have an energy cover stock. It's actually got the R2S cover stock, which I previously stated before. And there's really nothing much more I can say about this ball besides that this is a ball where, once again, if the Neutron or even the normal PhysiX it's just down lane, I just see it almost kind of wiggle and really not make that good left turn that I'm used to seeing on those balls. This would be a ball that I could easily just get a little bit more inside with and just throw it and just be super confident. This video I know I said a lot about controllable and confidence, and that's what you want to see in a ball, is that you want to see a ball very controllable. As soon as you let go of it with your fingers, you know that you have confidence. And that's what's key about any bowling ball that you have. Certain bowlers like certain bowling balls, and obviously in this video, I love my PhysiX, and I just have so much confidence in all these PhysiX that it's something that bowlers, that's what you need in your arsenal. All around, this ball just hits like a complete tank as the other two PhysiXs. It's a very popular ball in the college scene, like I've stated before, and it's just very popular all around. There's nothing more to say about the Astro PhysiX, as I just have a lot of confidence in it, and it's so controllable down lane that I always feel confident throwing it. Alright guys, that's gonna wrap up this video. Thank you guys so much for watching this ball review. But before I go, I kind of want to talk about ball reviews briefly. So if you know myself or Tim and you get your balls drew by Tim, or honestly anywhere, and you're interested in doing a ball review such as this one, please let me know. I would love to record some shots of you bowling and ask you some questions and do a ball review kind of like I just did here. I think that would be super cool just to give a variety of styles on this channel. We kind of talked about in our intro video that this channel is to get the community out there as well as just bowling out there as a whole. And I think that would be super cool if we could have a variety of styles and different ways of throwing the bowling ball and just different bowling balls going down the lane and just having multiple faces shown on this channel, because I think that would just be super cool and get bowling out there as a whole. If you get your stuff drilled by Tim, just let him know, hey, I'm interested in doing a ball review if he hasn't mentioned it to you yet, and we would just love to work with you, and I think this would be super cool to do with a lot of variety of styles. I know I've talked to a few others about doing ball reviews as they're getting some stuff drilled, but obviously it's gonna be kind of hard to do now because of this whole coronavirus. The purpose of these ball reviews though is to kind of get a first impression of what the ball is and really get like an eye popper to how this reacts compared to your other arsenal. So all around, if you guys are interested in doing a ball review, please get in contact with Tim or myself. But anyways guys, let's get wrap up the video. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe. We're gonna produce more content during this whole quarantine thing, I'm sure. I hope you guys are staying safe out there and enjoying time with your family and loved ones. But anyways guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll catch you all in the next one. See ya.
Yeah.